Okay, everybody, here we are with our weavings done. We're going to take them off of the loom. So to start, you're going to bend your tabs that you cut out, like so. If you have tape on them, go ahead and take the tape off first. Then you're going to pop them all off. If you need to use a needle, you can do that to help you get them off, but I find just my hands works fine. So I'll grab them. If you accidentally tear one of the tabs off, it's fine. We are done with the paper towel tube. I'm sorry, the toilet paper tube. Do the same thing to the other side. All right, now I have them all off of there, so I can sort of fold this in half. And then I'm going to reach inside here, and I'm actually going to fold my tube in half again into quarters, pull it out, and now I have a woven tube. That's not going to get me very far, so I'm going to flatten it. And I'm going to use some raya knots to make fringe and get the bottom secured. So I'm going to take my piece of yarn, I'm going to fold it in half, and then we're going to fold it in thirds after that. So the way I like to tell my students to do this is to make the letter S. I guess that's actually a backwards S, isn't it? So let's do it this way. So it really looks like an S. And if you make your S and all three sections are the same, then you have folded it in thirds. Pinch it in the center. I'm going to cut through those loops, and now I have nice length pieces of yarn here. I am going to take one, fold it in half, put the loop through the eye of a needle, and leave it like that. Then I'm going to stick my needle through the warp string. Oh, I almost missed one there. There we go. All right, pairing it up, and I'm going to just pop that loop through. Now take my needle off. Take my tail ends, put them through the circle or the loop, and pull. Repeat. So I take a little string, fold it in half, put just the loop through the needle. I have these huge needles. It's a tapestry needle. It's just what was on my desk. You guys have the smaller needles and they'll work just fine. I'm putting it through my white warp strings. And I pull just, I'm working just to get the loop through. Take the needle off. Notice I sort of held on to the ends of my yarn so that they didn't accidentally come through. Put the tail ends through the loop and push. And I'm guiding, when you see me do this, I'm guiding that knot so it's right there at the end. So I'm going to continue to do this through all of my warp strings. And this is going to seal off the bottom of my pocket weaving. Now, you might think that that's fine, and others of you might decide that you want a bit more fringe on the bottom of your bag or on the bottom of your pocket than the 1, 2, 3, and then it'll be 4 and 5. And if you want more, that's fine. You're just going to do the same process, but I'll show you. You're going to do the warp. I'm looking at the warp string and saying warp, and what I want to say is the yarn. So I'm going to thread this through the yarn here. This is just a fill-in so that I have a thicker fringe. So again, I'm going to hold those because I think that's going to come through. All right, so that's even more on the bottom now. And so I'm not quite done, but you'll see that it is sealing the bottom of the pocket. I hope you can see that in there. Now I do still have a little hole because I'm not done. But I want to move on to what do you do with these strings. The best thing I think to do is to take your needle and go back through some of your weaving here. And since this needle is so big, I have to wait to put my string in. So put my string in the eye of the needle now, and I'm going to hold it down, if I can, and pull through. Now I can cut that. And the tail end is better hidden inside your weaving. So again, I'm going to take this, I'm going to put my needle through my yarn. So I'm actually sort of weaving the needle through. Get it real small. Put the string in there. Pull it through. And that gets the tail way back here. Now I can cut it off. And now you don't really even notice any of the warp strings hanging through. So that's how you finish it. Good luck.